Ruubez.
Hey guys, so last week I asked you to send in questions for Ask Ruubez, which this is Ask Ruubez, and after much begging, I managed to get some questions, so let's answer them right now. Barrington asks, what emoji best sums up your life right now? And that would be this one. Phoenix asks, what is your favourite Pokemon and why? Now, I've said on this channel before that my favourite Pokemon was Gyarados, and since then that has actually changed because I've been playing a lot more of the Hoenn region lately, what with Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby coming out, and it has since become my Hoenn Pokemon, and that would be Rayquaza, because Rayquaza is just badass. It's like potentially one of the best Pokemon that I've ever used, and one of my favourite. Tom asks, even if you haven't done it in ages, what is one activity that makes you the happiest in the world? I would have to say it's playing guitar live. Actually, 5 years ago on the 4th of July, my old band Revolt played our first ever gig, and that was a festival, and like it was one of the best feelings I've ever had, just being stood there. We might not have been very good, and we might not have played the best songs ever, but when you are on a stage in front of people and they're all looking at you as though you are doing something amazing, there's not much that can compete with that feeling. So I have to say playing live. Eloise asks, what are your plans for the future? I'm going to say I'd like to be a music journalist, but that encompasses a lot of things. Like, I could be on the radio, I could be writing articles for Kerrang, I could be going and watching bands play live, I could be following Warped Tour, because that would be something that I would love to do. So if any of you know the people at Vans, tell them to get in touch, because next year I hope to have a passport, and if I can get on Warped Tour, that would be amazing. Elliot asks, do you enjoy group videos? First I'll say, collaborations I haven't done that many of, because I just haven't had the opportunity. I'd love to do collaborations, so if any of you want to get in touch about collaborating, please do. Hit me up on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. I'll listen to every offer, because I'll take any offer I can get. It's always good. I mean, you get your channel out there on other people's channels, and you can make better things with two heads, because you might have an idea that you can't do, but they can make it work, or they might have an idea that they don't know how to finish, and you can make that finished. But group videos, I did a Minecraft video that came out last week with 3 guys, and that was really fun to make. But they are, the more people you've got, the more chance you have of making something that is funny and something that is going to be watched by more people. If people had a warning label, what would yours say? Warning, this person has tendencies to get obsessively attached to inanimate objects, TV series, fandoms, people in general who mean a lot to them. So, if you get close, don't leave. For your sake and mine. What do you see in the future for your gaming channel? Well, have an actual channel, perhaps. I want to carry on making gaming videos, no matter what response they get. Which hasn't been the best, and I am having fun playing the games. I would like to introduce The Sims at some point, because The Sims is a brilliant game, and I'd like to get Roller Coaster Tycoon on it at some point, but I'm having trouble actually getting Fraps to record on Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. If you had an extra hour of free time every day, what would you do with it? I'd probably work more on my songwriting, or at least just getting better at playing guitar, because I'm not brilliant at it. I tried to learn one of the new Mew songs recently, Reapers, and like there's a like tappy bit at the start, and I'm not very good at tapping. But I can play Psycho. What games are you interested in? Well, obviously I'd be lying if I didn't say Pokemon. Pokemon is one of the best games ever, in my opinion. I'm a big fan of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, as you will know if you've watched any of my Jurassic Park Operation Genesis gaming videos. That was a mouthful. As far as gameplay footage is concerned, I'm a big fan of Ark Survival Evolved. However, I can't get it to play on my laptop because it's just taking forever to load up. And then I get about 5 minutes of laggy gameplay that I can't even push exit on because it takes half an hour to load the start menu. Alright guys, well that's all I've got time for. Do send in some questions because I will need them for Ask Ruubez 8 when that comes around. And it will save me having to make a video saying, hey look, I'm doing Ask Ruubez 8 next week, please send in all your questions so that I have something to do. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That's 2 thumbs. I don't think you can do 2 thumbs on YouTube unless you have more than one account. But yeah, if you've enjoyed it or if you've agreed with any of my answers, if you would have answered anything differently, be sure to comment in the comments below because then we can have a conversation about it because I'd like to know, I always like to know more about the people who watch my videos. I'm surprised whenever anybody actually says that they watch them because, well, surely there are better YouTubers out there than me. Please subscribe if you haven't already because that would be brilliant. I've noticed I've had a few subscribers coming in recently and, well, thank you because you have obviously decided that my channel is worth subscribing to. I don't know what you're on, but thank you. I hope I will see you next week with potentially a sketch. I don't know yet. I'm a bit busy. But adios. Bye.